So I was doing an event at one of the gay clubs in Montreal. Now this lady came up to see what we were doing, and she was the volunteer coordinator for Black and Blue. So what happened was she saw me handing out condoms and lube and that to the participants that were coming to this event. So what I did, so when she saw me doing that and she saw how well I was doing, she came up to me and she asked me if I wanted to be on the organizing committee. So I said to her, yes, I would love to be on the organizing committee. While I was on the organizing, while I was introduced to the organizing committee, it it was something that I never expected to be doing in my life. I went to the second event that was held in one of the office towers in Montreal. It had a rink, and this event was fantastic. I ended up, oh boy, I ended up wearing like short shorts with my butt in the air. And I also remember getting up on the speaker and dancing with this lady that had no bra on or anything on the top. Now, for a gay guy, it was kind of okay. It was a little shocking, but it was okay. But at the same time, that time I was not on the committee yet. But then the year after, I went on to the committee. And this lady took me under her wings. And I was working with her in what they call the Welcome Center. And the Welcome Center is where everybody comes and picks up all their VIP passes. So during Black and Blue Week, we worked like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours on end. I had my regular job that I did from 9 to 5. From there, I go to the BB's Bad Boys Club Montreal office and start my volunteer work there. And sometimes I would finish at 9, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I would go back home, have a couple hours sleep, go back to my regular job, and then do the same thing over again the next day. And it was, I had so much energy to do this. Because at that time, there was nobody that was raising money for HIV and AIDS at the time. Because it just came out. And people were just like, what are we going to do? We were seeing people pass away like left, center, and right. And we had no outlet to actually go and talk about what is going on in our community. It was a very emotional time. And then this person kept, his partner died of AIDS. And his partner said to him, I don't want you to mourn my life, I want you to celebrate my life. Celebrate me. So they knew a lot of people. And they actually invited 800 people to this event and to celebrate this person who passed on to the other side, what we call the other side. Now, it was so emotional to see that and how it all developed. And one time, like it was this Black and Blue was called Black for the seedy side of Montreal, Gay Village, and then Blue was for the Quebec Colors. So it was called Black and Blue, and it was held every Thanksgiving weekend. And this started as a one day event, but it grew so fast, to a whole week events. And so this person took me under her wings, the volunteer coordinator, and taught me everything about how to do all the preparations of the passes. We made our own passes. We had them, we had weekend passes, we had gold, bronze, silver, and gold weekend passes. And so we had people coming from across the world. Now, this organization taught me so much. And so when I was doing it, I also got in doing more stuff with them. And it was such a wonderful thing to do, because eventually, in 1991 is when I actually was diagnosed with HIV. And that was very hard to understand and things like that. It was hard to comprehend. How did I get it, At that point, though, I didn't really care. I got it, so I just have to know how to work with it and deal with it. And when I dealt with it very differently than most people did. And I often said to myself, okay, if I don't accept the responsibility of being HIV positive, how do I expect anybody else to understand? I can't expect that from anybody. So I had to learn to accept it myself. Now, being 21 years old when I got it, it was hard. I didn't know if I was still going to be around to this age. Now, when I'm 61 years old, I'm 33 years HIV positive. I never in all my life thought I'd end up being here on this earth in Ottawa. And I remember this person telling me when I first got diagnosed, he said, David, you're going to live to see your retirement. I said, yeah, come on. I'm not going to live to see my retirement. You kidding? He said, no, guarantee you're going to live. And I laughed at him. I said, yeah, right. And go figure. He's laughing right up there above me right now and saying, I told you so. And it's kind of ironic, I battled that. I battled so many different times in my life that it's like, I often wonder why I'm still here. But I think it's because I have a lot of good things to say about things that I've gone through and how people deal with it. It's a matter of dealing with your emotions and how you deal with life. And you can't take life for granted. I did take life for granted many times. But at the same time, I've learned a lot of stuff about it. And I often look back at everything that I've done in my life. And I'm saying, why am I still here? Like, why? What is my purpose of being here for? And I think my purpose here is to teach people about life and to be humbled and happy. Yes, it's nice to have a lot of money. It's nice to be wealthy, but you know what? That's not life. Life is to be enjoyed. Live your life. Live your life to the happiest. Because you only have one life to live. And that's the way I look at it. So I have plenty more to say about a lot of things. So subscribe to my channel and you'll get more updates about my life and the experiences that I've gone through. And maybe I'll teach you a few things. I probably will teach you a few things, as I always seem to do, to teach a lot of people, a lot of different kinds of things in life. Because I've gone through so much of my own struggles and happiness and defeat and bullied and so many different things. But you know what? I've come out to be the strongest person. As one person said to me, I've never seen anybody so resilient as you are. And that person is right. I've got a lot of resilience in me, boy. I tell you, and I'm not ready to go yet. So continue, subscribe to my channel, And you'll get a lot more information coming up very soon. Have a good night.